What's going on YouTube? It is episode 5 now, I think. I'm losing count now. I think once I get past 10 episodes, I'm gonna probably forget. So today I am training with Nicole, and I do have some good and bad news, which I'll probably talk towards the end of the video. So make sure to keep watching through. I'll be talking with Nicole anyways, obviously, as we are training together. We're doing some shoulders and arms. Obviously talk about her prep and everything like that, and how she manages it as a professional and her mindset around her training, which I'm kind of excited for, and to share it with you guys, because I feel like a lot of you can relate to obviously prep and the questions that we get asked as coaches, but obviously seeing it in a professional mindset and a pro level. She's done about like 15 shows, I think 15 shows now, is it? Yeah, 15 shows. So excited to share that with you, but watch to the end of the video to find out more about what this video is going to be about. So today I'm training with the Nicole Tan, IFBB Bikini Pro, and she is looking fucking shredded, like peeled to the bone. I'm gonna look fat next to her, so I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna leave my jumper on this whole time. But yeah, I'll take your jumper. I'll take it because I look swole. She probably wants, she wants to look like me right now, fed and like full and big, and like still lean as well, but like, you know, obviously she's like depleted and flat, so. Not too flat, but like she's looking a bit gnarly. I like to call it gnarly because her level of conditioning is freaking crazy, but I know she looks crazy. So I've seen her many times before, but the biggest and leanest she's ever been.
He's immune to my level of conditioning.
I think a lot of people get used to seeing her like as lean. You're like, oh shit, you look crazy. And I'm like, yeah, I knew. Like when she
always looks crazy.
She looks hectic when she's like lean. That's why it's hard for me to tell how she looks in the off season. Because when she's off season weight, like, it's like, yes, she's big, but it just looks way more crazier when she's like diced.
It's warming up?
Yeah, we'll probably go one more one. How many warm sets do you normally do?
Yeah, at least one more, so there's 2.
Yeah, just to feel the muscles. I think it's important to kind of like warm up the muscle. Yeah. Like you have to do as many sets as you need to, but not do too much that it taxes you for the actual working set.
Yeah.
Like I like to even just try the heavier weight that I'm gonna do, and just even do that for like 1 or 2, just to know if like this is the right weight for me to use.
Yeah, like a feeler.
A feeler set.
Feeler set.
A lot of people don't do feeler sets. They just warm up. Or what I see so common is that people, you know, choose a weight that's too light, and they do the first set, and they count that as their first set. And I'm like, you probably could have just went heavier. Like they just pretty much wasted a set because
I mean, you can do the set, just don't count it as a warm up. It's not hard enough.
Yeah, I mean, like, but it fatigues them by the time they do that. They work up again. So they go like, let's say they're doing like 50 kilos on this, and then they do 10 reps of that, and then they're just like, oh, actually that's a bit too light. Then I'll be like, well,
then it doesn't count. Then you do more.
Then you do more. And then the next week after, then you at least know, okay, 50 kilos is too light, don't do that again.
That's why you should track your training. What gets measured gets results.
True. A lot of people don't measure, they don't track it, but they take too long. I think a lot of times what we see in clients is that it takes too long to get to those actual working sets, or they don't, like they do too light in the first week, and then they spend 4 weeks before they actually get to the stimulating sets. Does that make sense? You know, like they choose and they say, oh, I'm just focusing on form and technique, but I'm like, you're wasting too much time. If your form and technique is perfect, you should literally be at your heavier sets by the 2nd or 3rd week, ideally.
Yeah.
Like the first week's to figure that out. Like you got 1 week, 2 weeks to do that, max. That's just right. Nicole tries to support me. She's doing shoulder press. Especially like with delts. When your delts is weakness, it's like we're so used to always like telling people to do more like press and compound movements, but I realize now that, you know, if your delts is the problem, especially being a bodybuilder, it's like starting with like a lateral raise kind of movement is going to be better for you, because it's like you have more energy, you have more power, strength in those movements and focus. and like developing your delta as a bodybuilder is our goal, you know? But I think people still need that fundamental like shoulder movement if they don't do any pressing movements. But for guys who do a lot of pushing movements anyways, like, you know, I feel like we could get away without doing overhead presses and stuff. But in the off season, it might be good to like implement some, just so that way you still can build up strength more like linearly compared to a lateral raise. Work, one more. Up. Do a back off.
Yeah. Come on.
Fuck. Oh, heavy. Let's go. That's it?
That's 12.
12. 2 more. One more. I'll do this one. So it's like a upright row lateral raise. I find it like where your elbows come out in front of you. So you're almost like doing like a upright row but a lateral raise in that motion. But you're really pulling through the elbows.
Yeah.
Understand it? Like
Yeah. You can't see because my jumper is too big.
She's shredded. So what's the secret to getting shredded?
Just learn to suffer and stop trying to make it easy. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard anyways. You might as well just do it. And then once you get lean, then it becomes easier. So if you're going to like fuck around for the first couple of weeks or try to do things half-assed, it's just going to take you longer to get there. And like when you get there, it's easier to maintain than to just do it half-assed and then you have to like do things 50% for like longer than to just do it 100% for like a shorter period of time.
100%. Just like the pain threshold, like you get better at dieting as you do more of them as you get shredded, but it's just sticking to the freaking basics. Like eat the same freaking shit
and stop
every single day.
Stop hoping for a cheat meal or a refeed or a high carb day when you're still fat and you don't need it. It's just gonna prolong the process. So it's better just to not think about it than to be like, oh my God, like how come everyone else gets a high carb day and I don't?
I feel flat and I feel like skinny.
I can't train
and I'm like,
I don't have enough carbs.
You don't have enough muscle. That's the first thing. That's probably like, you need to build that in the off season. First step, build more muscle. But like if you're feeling flat and you have no muscle, then get bigger next time. You know, right now, if you're in a dieting process, just accept that this is the amount of muscle you're gonna have and that's it.
And if your calories have to go low, they have to go low. Like literally, like C-Bum did 1,600 calories before. Is that what he needed to do during that time? Does that mean he always diets on those calories? No, it just meant that that's what he needed during that time.
It's kind of crazy because like when you look at any sport in the world, your coach tells you to do 100 freaking laps. What do? Do you negotiate with him? Oh, no. Like I'm gonna do 50 laps or 90 laps. No, you're not. You do 100 laps and you do more of it. That's literally what every athlete in the world does. So are you an athlete or are you just like a wannabe athlete? That's like really the question you have to ask yourself. Because I find that if a coach tells you to do something, 100 free throws at the baseline or whatever, or like do 100 laps on the field, you're gonna do that and more. And the people who do more are gonna be better. But then like you see, when you're like an athlete in bodybuilding, you try to negotiate with your coach. oh, I'm feeling flat, I'm feeling tired, blah, 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 blah.
they wanna
Like
change
all these
things up 'cause they're
excuses.
bored.
I'm bored of this meal plan. Can I change things up? And then they're just negotiating with their coach. And I'm like, if you are a proper athlete and a professional athlete at that, you don't negotiate. You just do it. And if anything, it's more like we have to pull you back because you're doing too much.
Yeah.
And in real life, a real professional athlete will probably get told that if the coach tells them to do 100 laps and they do 150, they're gonna be like, look, you need to actually chill out. Like they'll actually pull you back because they'll be like, you need to look at your recovery. Most times than not, I would say 80% of people will try to negotiate and not do less and think that do less of what is required to actually get there.
The best will always want to do more, like Kobe. Come on.
Fuck. Whew.
Okay.
That's heavier than expected, but I'd rather have tried that than not try enough. Feels heavy.
Should I try 10 then? They might not even train arms either. They're pretty decent considering I
For
only
men's
train
physique
them.
and bikini, we don't really need
We
arms.
don't really
We
need
both
arms,
don't need
but
arms.
it'll be nice to have.
That's hard.
So you reckon it's easier to just leave the thing here and then just slide your hand in and
No,
out?
because I can't. My hand doesn't fit into that.
Ah.
I have small hands. She's just like, isn't it easy? I'm like, I literally have to open it up because my hands don't fit. Like on the smallest setting. Her hand
Look
actually
at
fits
mine,
into the
look at
smallest setting. Look at this shit. I'm like, how am I supposed to fit in? Yeah.
You can just, yeah.
I can't fit that. Sounds wrong and looks wrong. Like to do supersets. Ever since I can't go heavy with arms anymore because of my joints, it's been a lot more easier now. Getting a pump. So like 15 reps, like high reps. Biceps.
15, 15 for both.
Yeah, for 12, 15. Just go like high rep. Keep like a wide grip and then we'll just do hammer curls. God damn, that hurts. Biceps, good? No, I haven't done that in a while. Don't have to hit that pose anyway, so there's a fucking meter. Don't know where these little things are coming from. Maybe I'm getting leaner, who knows. Watch to the end of the video, find out. Little bicep peak, like that. Boom. Pull it backwards. Feels right?
Yeah, that's good.
Feels good?
Yeah.
Yeah, just pull it all the way backwards behind you.
I'm getting a pump already.
Massive pump. Getting huge pumps, even though she's done a cut.
I don't know why my arms get more pumped than my shoulders.
Bad activation with your shoulders.
Totally.
Yeah. A lot of times I tell people, I'm like, a secret I have is like when you do back off and do a drop set, and like you get to the end and you can't lift your arms up anymore. Like, we know how I do like sometimes just like these movements at the end just with no weight, and I'm like super sore because I'm using my delts. If you get to that point and you're just like, I can do fucking 100 of these, that means you did not use your delts at all.
Oh, no, I definitely can't lift my arm anymore.
That's what everyone says. That's what everyone says.
Well, I don't get like crazy pump because obviously I'm depleted, but my arms get pumped like pretty easily, even if I'm depleted.
Oh yeah, because she probably doesn't do it much anyway.
Yeah, because I don't train arms
Yeah,
often.
you don't train them much.
So the moment I do like a little bit, they just like blow up like crazy.
They blow up like crazy. She's gonna go up to wellness soon.
Wellness don't train arms.
I like to pull it all the way back behind me. So I like to use double rope for that reason, so I can actually get that bit of range of motion. I find when you do just a single rope, a lot of people stop here, but then to really get those long head of the tricep, like really pull all the way back and behind you. So we're doing like a bent over tricep kickback, but you're not really in that sort of position to get that nice stretch. You gotta make sure you flare your lats a little bit so you can really open out to your sides and not just straight back like this, like straight out to your sides. Backwards behind you, yeah, good. There we go. How did that feel? Crazy. I just went high reps, like 15, 20. Ooh. Saucy. Saucy. So, beginning with the title of this video, I've made the decision to not compete this year. I decided that with everything going on in life, it might be best for me to hold out a little bit longer and give myself a bit more time. So I ain't pulling the pin, if that's what people want to call it. It's just pushing back the date a little bit to beginning of next year. Obviously, I'll be doing the Australian show, the state show, going into the national show and aiming to pretty much win the pro card there and be the best in Australia for that season. So it doesn't really change much. Obviously, I'll still keep working towards this goal. It just gives me more time to keep growing. I just feel like, personally, I feel like my body can keep growing. And so that was majority of the reason why I decided that I might just stop now. And I felt going into this prep that my mindset wasn't in that place of, I wanted more than how much it's gonna hurt. When you want something and you want to achieve this goal, you will suffer through the pain. And I know it's gonna get hard once you get super shredded and all the feelings of being how shredded you need to be. And obviously just coming out of a prep phase as well has made the kind of decision a bit more easier as well. It was something I had to think about over 2 days. It just didn't feel right. And my gut feeling was telling me that I need to give myself a bit more time before I go back into a cutting phase and obviously do a comp prep. So right now, the goal still stays the same. All it's gonna be different wise is that I'm gonna spend this time growing until the end of the year and then pretty much start prep of January where I'm pretty much cutting until the show, the day of the show. And I feel like another reason is that I feel I can build more muscle, and I know for certain that if I give myself this time, I'm gonna be better come season 8 next year. And the end goal is to win that pro card. But remember what I said at the beginning when I started this YouTube was to bring a pro-worthy physique. And I feel like, yes, I've made improvements. Yes, I'm going to be better under new guidance, new coach. With a coach this time, like by the end of this year, I know I could bring a different package. But will it be enough? Will it be something that I'm 100% satisfied? And I was going to go in guns blazing, with the goal of winning. And I know that it's out of my control. But I know for certain that if I do compete next year, give myself a bit more time to grow, for certain I'm going to bring a pro-worthy physique and I'm going to be, the biggest I've ever been, the leanest I've ever been, and just bring the whole package. And then if I lose, then at least I know I've given it my all. And so that was another reason why I wanted to push it back a bit more. I also did say after the last show that I was going to take a break to focus on Nicole. And I'm not like everyone else. Probably a majority of people, how they say that, you can't be a douchebag when you are prepping, or you can't be selfish. But I am pretty much all those when I am prepping. When I get in the depths of hell, the reason why me and Nicole can prep so well together is because she gives in to me. She supports me more than I can support her, and I know that for a fact. And that it's not that I'm completely like a dickhead or anything like that. It's just more so that I know I can't be the best supportive partner I want to be. And so that was another major reason why I want to focus on Nicole, because Nicole might not be competing after this. So this is her last round of shows, and I want to be present. I want to be there with her. If I miss a meal, it's not end of the world. And because I was doing a 12-week cut, every day matters, like getting every single meal, sleeping well, training well, everything has to stay consistent because it's only 12 weeks. There's not much room to really mess around. And so that's why, like, traveling with Nicole and stuff, I won't be able to if I miss a meal, I'll be like, oh my God, like I missed the meal and I got to get my training, got to get my cardio in. And it's just selfish in that aspect. And so I'd rather just be there. And if I miss a meal, I miss a meal. If I miss my cardio, I miss it. And so being in the building phase, I don't really have to worry about it as much. Like, I'm still going to get my training, still going to get my meals in 80%, 90% of the time. But it's not like end of the world if I miss like 2 days of training, It's not going to be like, oh my God, like I didn't get it in. Because it extends that period of time that I'm able to actually keep growing. And so that was the other reason why, I want to kind of push it back a bit more. That was a lot there that I'm like, yes, I could probably do this show and do well. But then if I don't do well, then I might regret it more knowing that I could have been better. And because I just only implemented the CPAP machine, I know I got more potential to grow because I'm sleeping better as well. So there's a lot there that I'm like, well, timing wise, it only makes sense to. And so making the decision was not easy, but hopefully you guys will still follow me, follow my journey. I'll probably still be creating some YouTube videos, just more in the growing phases, maybe train with other people, collab with other people, and just like still show you that I'm still going to be doing what I need to do, but I'm going to really come in with the intent, like drive, that want to be like, I'm going to freaking grow until the end of the year. Have a little break for like 2 weeks when we go to Nicole's show and stuff, like in December. And then once January comes around, I go into full prep mode and then do the shows in Australia. Home ground advantage, really. Judges already seen me, and I know I'm for certain going to bring something that's going to be worthy to turn pro. And I'm confident to say that because I know that with where I'm at right now, I'm 104 kilos, 105 kilos almost at that point, and the leanest and biggest I've ever been. So I know my body wants to keep growing. I felt like I was trying to keep cutting, and my weight just was not moving. It was just like almost as if it was like I was growing and trying to cut at the same time. It was like the hardest thing. I'd rather let my weight plateau out a bit more, get the biggest I can be, and stay the leanest I can as well, and not just get fat. Obviously, that's the biggest part. I gotta stay in good shape, put on purely just good muscle size, lean muscle tissue, let the muscle marinate a bit more, and then come season 8 next year, we're fucking bringing it. Like, I'm going all into it, and I feel way more motivated, feel excited for it, and excited to share that journey. So hopefully that kind of explains everything. If you are excited, please subscribe to the channel and make sure you keep following the journey. I'll still be doing updates to let you know how I've been going. But yeah, thank you for watching.